name is Alicia Phelps, and I'm the Director of Tourism and Marketing for the town of Jonesborough, Tennessee.
My name is Herman Jenkins, owner of Main Street Cafe and Catering, along with my wife Beverly, in Jonesborough, Tennessee.
My name is Corinne Moore. We are in the Chester Inn Museum, and my position here is a tour guide. We're here right off of Main Street, Jonesborough, Tennessee.
Jonesborough is Tennessee's oldest town, so we are filled with all kinds of history, and we are very dedicated to preserving our history as well as our architectural background. So when you go through downtown and in numerous other parts in the historic district of Jonesborough, you're going to see a lot of historically accurate preservation efforts that have taken place in terms of the buildings, and it's just a really neat community environment that we see a lot of folks come in from day trips to tourists from many states away. They'll come in to see Jonesborough's community atmosphere. Of course, the history is one of the #1 things they come in to see. And we are also known as the storytelling capital of the world, and we love that title. We embrace that title, and you can find storytelling in Jonesborough 365 days a year, 24 hours a day pretty much, because we like to think everybody in Jonesborough has a story to tell, and we like the visitors to come in and leave with their own story to tell.
Started this in 1982 at another location. Started out with 4 tables. We basically are a deli-type cafe, soup, sandwiches, and salads. We do have a catering division, which is separate from the cafe, which is a little bit more upscale. And my 2 children work for us now.
We are in the Chester Inn Museum, and my position here is a tour guide. We're here right off of Main Street, Jonesborough, Tennessee. And the inn itself is really dedicated to telling the story of Jonesborough, Tennessee, as well as a little bit about itself. On the main basement level, which has always been the commercial level, it started off as an apothecary when Dr. Chester first had it. And then at one point, they were selling tombstones out of this lower level. You could walk in, buy your life insurance in one space, then go buy your burial plot, and then go buy your tombstone. So this basement has seen a lot of changes, and we've carried that memory through by turning the commercial space into the main museum space for the town itself, and then to give a little bit of knowledge about the inn. Then upstairs we have office spaces for the storytelling center, which is right next door, and we also have a dining room and a parlor room set up to what it would have looked like in the late Victorian era, late 1800s.
Our visitor center is the #1 place where folks will come for, even if they're in the community or as tourists, they'll come into the visitor center. It'll be their first stop before entering the historic district of Jonesborough and checking out some of our lodging and dining and activities and fun things to do. So our ladies here take a lot of pride in telling them, some of the best kept secrets of Jonesborough and some of the fun things that they can do. We also host the Washington County Jonesborough History Museum, and it's been located in the Visitor Center for quite some time. And it includes early artifacts of Jonesborough and Northeast Tennessee, some ideas from settlers' life. It also includes an old part of a fire engine that was used in Jonesborough when the courthouse burned down, because again, we have a lot of history. Our courthouse has almost ceased to exist in our downtown area twice, and by fire was one of those. So that's a pretty neat thing that we have in here.
Jonesborough is just a great little town. Actually, I moved here because it was sort of an artist type little colony growing. We did get into the food business. It's all about community in Jonesborough. There's a great group of people who volunteer for a number of different things. There's always something going on almost every week. We have theater, we have dance, we have music. Of course, we have the annual storytelling festival. We have a great farmers market. It's just a great, interesting people that have moved here.
Here in Jonesborough, you develop a real sense of yourself, who you are, who we are as a community. Everybody knows everybody. Everyone says hi to everybody when you see each other pass on the street. Even if you don't know the person, we still say hi. We always like to know how everybody's doing. It's just probably the biggest family somebody could ever be a part of. And to be able to physically work here is really just amazing within itself.
So when I moved to the Jonesborough area to work for Jonesborough, I was really excited because everybody talks about this first visit to Jonesborough that kind of sucks them in and why they call Jonesborough home, even if they don't exactly live here. And this is what keeps them coming back, is when you go to the entrance of our Main Street area, which is located on the National Historical Places Registry, which is a pretty cool thing, that our entire historic district is located as a historical point. You will look down and you'll see this charming, cute little downtown with these brick sidewalks and pedestrian crosswalks and just these cute little mom and pop locally owned shops, which is what our entire downtown is comprised of, from boutiques to shopping to dining, antiques of course, a little theater that's extremely thriving. So you'll see this and it's almost like walking into a fairy tale or a storybook. And so we like to tie that in there with the storytelling capital of the world, because I really think that that is what tells our story, is when you get that fresh image of walking downtown and you find everything that the South is comprised of just in that one glimpse.